Okay, good. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen then, okay?
Go for it.
Right. There we go. So today we'll be working with the 26th tablet from the Sumerian Decoding by Volk. And the way we're going to do it is you will be looking up the cuneiform signs and the dictionary at the end of the volume, since you both have it. And if you look on the right, there's some words that you're exempt from looking up.
Very cool. Okay, let me get my copy. I'll be right back.
No problem. Rasmus, a good student, he already had it.
Yeah, I prepared in advance. No, I just got the book from the shelf.
I think Mustafa would be already capable of more or less understanding the cuneiform of this tablet.
Yeah.
Lucky you then. So this is a dedicatory tablet. I wanted to start small and easy, so nothing too involved. And yeah.
Sounds fair. So how do you want to do it? Do you want to do it like everybody one case at a time and we just circle? Like,
yeah, or we could do something like this. Instead of showing this, I could do this or this. And yeah, oh, I actually had prepared something like this. So yeah, what if I do this and you guys keep a look on the tablet?
should work, should work. 26.
Yep.
Perhaps if you could make it just a tiny bit larger.
And indeed.
That's fine. Yes.
Very good then.
And then perhaps what you're showing us now is column 3.
Oh, yeah, wait. I gotta upload the other pictures.
Sounds good.
It's supposed to be the first one, I think. Yeah. No, yeah, it is good. So let's just do this for now. Get rid of that one. And we're good again. All right. So if you guys are ready, then we can start.
Well, on page 26, it actually gives you the transcription, which is a bit counterintuitive.
Yeah, you shouldn't turn to that page.
Right. I just discovered that. Okay, I'll try to ignore that as best as I can.
Oh, wait, it has a transcription?
Yeah, in the paper copy it does. So Anna's system here, don't look at it.
You will not look at it. You will ignore it.
The best way, yeah. The best way.
Okay, well, but you gave us a helpful hint on the PowerPoint that the first column is Dingir Bau, so it's just Bau.
Right.
Who's like a mother goddess.
Correct. The daughter of An, if I'm not mistaken.
Look. And then the next sign is Munus, but I have no idea what comes after.
That's where the game starts.
I think that's what actually Gabriele put on the PDF, the other PDF. He put the sign to the right. It's just that the new Assyrian version looks quite different from the one that we have here.
Yep.
So it's SAR 6.
That would be correct.
And then the last sign is Ga.
Yeah.
Right.
And then is that Dumu?
Looks like Domo.
That is Dumu Anna.
Right.
Let's do this for now then. Dumu. And the microphone.
It never ceases to puzzle me how Volk thinks is a great help to make this really bad New Assyrian transliteration. And the old cuneiform is always much easier to read than the mishmash he's made on the right.
That is true.
I agree with that strongly.
But he believed in it, so what can you do?
Yeah.
Is he still alive, by the way? I think so. Is Volk still alive?
I don't know. Let's check.
Well, hopefully so we can send them an email saying that they did a bad job with the New Assyrian. No, just kidding.
As budding experts, that is our concerted opinion, yes.
He is listed on the university side of the University of Tübingen as a professor emeritus. I guess that would mean that he's still alive, and he was born in 1955.
Okay.
So he's going to be 67.
A respectable age.
All right. The next one says something like Nin, Iri, but I haven't figured out what the little thing afterwards is yet.
Is that Ku or Cook?
Iri Kuka of
Yeah.
Irikuk, Lady of Irikuk?
Yes, actually. Iri. Cool. Yeah, I think there would be Iri Ku too.
All
Not
right.
mistaken. Is it Ku too? Wait, let me check. There's a lot of Kus in Sumerian, so.
Q3. I'm going with Q3.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, you are. It's Q3. Iri Kuka.
What does the whole sentence mean?
We haven't gotten to that yet. We're just decoding the signs. So none of us know, or at least I guess Gabriela knows, but the rest of us don't. We're just reading the signs.
Oh yeah, I don't actually understand this language and just following along out of interest.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm assuming that we'll just sort of read a column and then we'll try translating it afterwards.
Correct, yes. First, we analyze the Sumerian cuneiform script and we transliterate it. We transform it to the Latin script so that we can better read it and understand it and interpret it. And then once we have the right, once we have a fit transliteration of what the tablet actually says, then we can interpret it and do a translation job. It's the second passage though. First of all, we gotta understand the script and normalize it and write it down in an alphabet which we're acquainted with. So that's what we do now.
Makes sense. Although you gave us a hint already, you said it's a dedicatory tablet, so it's going to be dedicated to some deity, to some god, and by somebody.
Right.
And the titles are going to be in there of the person who dedicated it, why he or she did it, and upon which occasion, something like that is going to be in there, I guess. Second character in number 5 looks really interesting. I have no idea.
Isn't that the one that's normally Chetu?
Yes, however, it does have another reading, I think. It also has the reading of Gan, but I don't think it's the case here. It might actually be Che.
And the third one is Ik, I'm pretty sure.
That could be either Ngal 2.
Oh.
Yep. Let's go for what do you want to go for?
I don't know. Depends on yeah. I don't have any idea.
It has to be a name. So why? Because it goes on Dumu Kuga, is that right? Or Ankuga? I'm not sure what to make out of the name of the second line, but whoever comes before must be a name. So we need a name that starts with Re. And he has a name glossary at the end.
Right. So we might want to check that. Let's just put ik for now, and then we can change it later. Okay.
Also fine.
So what do we have after dumu?
And then we have either the terminative dingir or the phonogram an.
So let's do this again, then we can check.
Yeah, and then it's ku or cook. It's probably cook and then ga.
Right.
So line 6, that's nin again, and then this is nin ani.
Mhm.
That's a frequent one. Nin ani, his lady.
This lady, yeah.
Correct.
And then it's ka. Is that ka?
Well,
I always mix up sang and ka.
yeah, that would be ka, but if you remember, ka is one of the most primordial signs, so it's very polyvalent.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of readings.
Could be ka, could be do or two or something. Or duk for to speak as well, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that I'm sure as soon as you figure out what the next one is, then
Yeah, that
you
one
want-
is puzzling me.
Let's figure
So
that out.
the first part looks like gal, but probably is part of the compound.
Actually, let's skip to line number 9. Sorry, 8.
Okay,
You'll figure-
yeah. Number 8 is HTC, which is
Yeah.
to be read as NC.
NC2, by the way.
NC2. Okay. And
Because
then
Reason-
that's
sorry.
new 11 bur la ki ke.
Yep.
Lagash. Oh, I found the one in 9-7.
You did.
Yes. Day. I mean, day. Day 2. And now I finally understood in Volk's
Oh,
defense.
so it's Gudea.
Correct.
Now I finally figured out why he actually puts that, what you call an ugly transcription. The signs at the back are ordered by strokes.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
And
I
so if you
always
list the
forget that.
Neo-Assyrian, you can use that as a lookup. So look on the right first how he transcribes that as Neo-Assyrian, and then look that
Yeah.
up in the glossary.
So do we have enough to try some translation now?
Sure, let's go for it.
Wait, are we missing a K?
Hmm?
We're missing a K at the end of 9.
Oh yeah, K4.
Right, so now off to translation, and then we have the whole thing covered uniform-wise, then we can start working on the actual meaning. So let's analyze it.
Ah, it was just the name of the goddess.
But we know that there might be an underlying Ra case, right?
The next one, is it the first lady?
First lady?
Yeah. Don't ask me where I got that from. I thought sang was something like, or good maybe? I don't,
Yes, indeed. Good.
good, okay. There's a sang which is first class.
Hmm.
That would be sung, not suck, my bad. Okay, all right. Mhm.
It's like Haupt in German, same thing. It means head.
Right.
So for Bao, the first lady.
The good lady, sorry. I put the first in there. Everybody forget that, please. That was my
But are you sure the sign is read sak and not sang?
Yes.
Okay.
It can be read in a few ways, but
Yeah.
I think it's like it's Sa here, Sa 6, quite clearly.
which means good. Okay.
So for Bao, the good lady, the child of An.
Right. Daughter of Anne, I guess, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So
So we have to say Anak, but the K is immiscible, so it's left out.
right. Wait, there's a mosquito. Oh, never mind. It's gone. I'm back. No, it's not gone. No, it is.
Daughter of Van. Nin Irikuga.
Yep. So you might want to look at the list of place names.
Irikuk is a place. There's, as usual, there's a temple there. Irikuk.
Irikuk.
Of course, I can't find it. Yay.
Oh, here it is, page 112. The Shining City, a quarter in Nyesu, where the Temple of Bau was located.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Right. So do we want to call it Irikuk or the Shiny City?
Let's say Shining City. Sounds like something out of an anime.
Right.
Volk says Shining City. Shining City.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess it's the same. So.
No, it's fine.
So this one is the hot one.
Yep.
Are we sure about the He? I can't find a personal name with He in it.
Not at all. Not at all.
Then if you go on APSD, you do this. You look up He, and you do that. You click here on sign. Then on the right, you'll see a list of all the possible meanings and readings of
that one sign.
Ooh.
Yes. Nice.
EPSD2 doesn't have that. I normally work with the 2 version, so
Yeah.
I see the original EPSD has more. That's interesting.
I hated the APSD too. I like to stick with the first one.
Huh, interesting.
But the interface isn't terribly intuitive, so I think that's why people go to the EPSD2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still don't quite know how to use this.
What
whole
a actually beautiful HTML site, not so bad.
Go again?
Actually, it is a beautifully HTML website.
I wouldn't say beautifully put together HTML page because there is no CSS basically. Yeah. But I think APSD2 has traded some of the features for a better interface to no avail.
If you don't like EPSD, you should look TLA, Thesaurus Lingua Egypta.
Oh yeah. That is special. I agree. Although it's super useful because it has the source texts hidden. I mean, it took me probably half a year to figure out where they actually are, but if you click far enough in TLA, you can find the whole Egyptian text underneath, which is kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah, you can. But it is, weird.
Let's assume it's gun here, maybe.
Gun. Okay.
Once you're allowed to look at the transcription, if you so please.
Well, it could be a personal name, it could be a divine name. I would go for divine first, but that doesn't fit. There's a gun key, but no, that's not it. What on earth? Gun ik dumo an.
Could be a gangal.
Gangal. Gal, I don't know who you are. Gangal. Gangal.
Okay.
Not in the list.
I allow you to look at the transcript.
So Volk has the word chenal. That means abundance.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So that would make it the Lady of Abundance.
Oh, so it's not a name. That was my mistake.
Let me just fetch the weird G. Okay.
Le.
Sorry. Ah,
Yeesh.
what a struggle.
Why don't you use the keyboard layout that I was sending to you?
Which one? Oh, because
HPM.
I had trouble installing it. So I said I'll install it later, and then I moved to Venice, and I kind of forgot about it, honestly.
It is useful. It tells all of the weird sign you must be using.
That is again. So name Regal, should I say? Dumu. What do we have here? Dumu.
Dumuan,
Inger,
and then it's Kuga again, right?
I wouldn't. Yeah, probably something like
So
this.
it's probably the child of shining heaven.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
And then we need to reconstruct an ak there, and ak, and also an ak after Chengal.
Oh no, it's all part of the same genitive construction,
Oh, okay.
I think, at least. So, yeah. I think it would be something like Lady of Abundance. Fucking mosquitoes. And of shiny heaven, of heavens, something like that.
But the Dumu,
Oh, and some of the shiny heavens.
Or maybe child, because it's a she, right?
Yeah. And yeah, child of the shiny heavens.
Should we close the parentheses before the ak maybe?
the program was getting iffy.
It's just like a left open bracket makes me really nervous.
This guy's managed to make it big again. I forgot the combination. How do I make it big?
Control.
You need to do the same shortcut to make it that you use for superscript. I think it's control full stop.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about it all of a sudden. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
The pain is disappearing.
All right, all right. Well, this one is easy.
This one's easy. Yep. This lady.
And Gudea is the name, and he is the ruler of Lagash, ergative.
Very well. So we have.
It's always a question how to translate NC.
Yep.
Ruler isn't that bad, I guess.
It's N word plus C placed upon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I think I once saw it translated as a steward, because in the earlier Sumerian cities, the NC didn't have absolute rule. But I guess it depends on the time period you're in.
Yeah, I'm just saying from a possible etymological standpoint, it means like the lore that has been set
Appointed. Yeah.
appointed or something. Yeah. Of.
And the K is ak-e.
Very good. Very well. Off to the second image, which should be this one. Yeah. how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very well. So we shall this 1, 2. And then we can keep going from there. Okay, so line 1.
The first line is ud,
Wood. Wood.
and then it's probably lil too. Sounds like a rapper.
I was about to say, is that your rapper name?
The third one I'm unsure about.
It could be a lil, but I mean, you know, lil is basically the modification of a widely more used cuneiform sign, which we very often see in.
E2?
Yes. This is the name of a temple or something, so.
Yeah, okay.
I think could be, but it is much more like U2.
This?
I mean, the second one, not E2.
Oh,
Something.
no. U2 is different. U2 is like this.
Okay.
But yeah.
That offers Ku, Sila, or Tar. One of those three.
Yeah, tar. But I don't know if that's.
You would have to look at the place names list or whatever it's called.
Yeah. There's a list of buildings, I think.
Very good.
But to take the rest one, that's boo. But you've given it in your PDF as ser to.
Oh yes, it is.
The nice thing is there is an Etar Sir Sir temple of Pau, originally located in Lagash, but transferred to Nirtsu by Gudea.
Ooh.
That fits quite well. So that must be it.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Etar sir sir. Wonder what that means.
Oh, E means temple, tar means to cut, and sir, I think, means something like establish, maybe, or something like that. Not sure, I might be mistaken here. No, yeah, to bind.
Temple cut bind. That's not a very good name.
Temple, cut, and bind.
We
That's it.
shall refer to that as cut and bind.
Cut and bind, yeah.
That's combined. What the hell is it?
Get 2 for 1.
Okay, so line 2.
Something ang. Is something ang.
The second sign is na, right? No, it's ki ang. Sorry, ki ang.
Yeah.
You are not correct.
Ang na? Is it na or ni? Sorry, ang ni.
Ki ang ni. Oh, ki ang ani. Yes. Okay.
Oh. Ki ang.
Hyang means to love, but
Love,
used
right? Isn't it? We had that before.
And so it's his beloved or her beloved temple.
Yes.
Very good.
And then there's E2 re pad iri puka.
So E2. Okay. Sorry.
Isn't that pad the third one?
I think it's probably pool 7,
Oh, okay.
but you might want to check.
Sure.
What else could it be?
Few things. Do 8, I think.
Do 7 or ul.
Yeah.
Decoration. Gedo.
Cool. Yep. Ooh, what I do? Okay. I touched.
I love the disparate senses that are listed in this right column. Like there were all sorts of various totally unrelated senses of the word. So the sign at the end, is that Edie?
Yes.
And then it's Kuga.
Right.
Then it's Mu na ni no Mu na du a
Correct.
3 a. And that's Kur, and I don't know the second one.
You might want to look at your PDF.
Oh,
So the second sign would be. You guys have.
Makes me think of Ma, but it isn't, is it?
no, I thought of C, but it isn't either. Is it diorite? Is he?
It is not, but the first sign is indeed Ma.
It is Ma. Oh wow. Okay. That's cool.
And the second is another.
Oh, okay. So it's Ma Gantu,
Yes.
a rocky district in modern Oman where Sumerians would fetch metals. Okay.
It sounded a little bit now like Jeopardy or Spelling Bee or something. Can I hear it in a sentence?
Can I hear it in a sentence? Right.
There we go.
Kur.
On camera.
Is that Ta the last one? Yeah, okay.
It is.
Yes. Probably ablative.
Oh, good point. Could be.
So line 6.
I'll just make it smaller now. Beep. Okay.
Good, right?
So
Okay.
we know the second one, well, the third one here is Pa, right?
Yeah.
You read as Ezi, I think.
Oh, so it's Ni Ut Esi?
Yes. And I'll just show you how Ni Ud comes up unitedly as
Oh,
Nafu.
okay. So Ni Ut together is read as Nafor.
It's the classifier for stones and materials, both
Ah.
rock and metallic.
Nafor Esi. Oh, that fourth one is sometimes Ishkur, I think.
Ishkur.
He
Or
says
perhaps
Alan
not.
at the back.
Hmm?
He says Alan at the back.
Alan. Okay.
Mhm.
Alan is totally, no, Alan isn't that Alan totally different? Could you please look up Alan in the, yeah.
Wait, I thought you were already in the next case. I think my bad.
Okay, no, Alan is the next case, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we had finished this one.
Alan is the statue word. I was thinking of, yeah, this one.
Need to.
Oh, it's Ni. And then Ta again.
Yes.
And I can't see what that is.
Then we might want to look at the.
Is it a bar? A weirdly written bar? Or no, it's not a bar.
Probably the cuneiform sign I hate the most in the Sumerian language, I will spare you the effort of looking it up.
E11.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does this say? Ascend.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's both of the two last signs read together.
Correct. Shall count as, what was it again? Do good? No, lagar do. Lagar. There we go. I think, is it a ni2 here though? Ni2. Yep, it is.
Okay,
Like
so
Next one is Alan. Alan Nanishe, I think, to his statue or something.
Correct.
Then Muna something, Mu something. But what is the
mutud,
Tud, erect or something? Is that it?
to give birth or to make.
To
At
make.
least that's what Gabriele has written in the PDF.
Ah.
Mutud.
Could also
Okay.
be just, since it's a statue.
Yeah, so this is harder to translate.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh. When?
Could be when. When, yeah. When
The house of cotton bind.
her beloved temple.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is Heol? Was Heol decoration or something?
I don't think it has a meaning per se. Let me check.
Is it really Heol?
Probably. Oh, sorry, not like that. Yeah, it's probably just the name of another temple.
Do me a quick favor and look up Hedu 7.
Redu 7 is decoration.
Ha. Then we might have a solution.
So house decoration of the shining city. Was that it? No, Irikuk. Wasn't that what we looked up before?
Yeah, that was the Shining City, you're right. How would you say that?
So it's a temple name, is it?
Can Hedu be an adjective? Not really, right?
No.
Because I would want to make it like the decorative or beautiful temple of Irikuk, but
But have you checked the list of temple names?
I don't think it's in there.
Yeah, and it does have an Irikuk, but it doesn't have an Echedu.
Let's cheat and see how he transcribes it. He transcribes it as wait, which case is this? Echedu Irikuga. Okay, so at least we're on the right track.
If you look at on Volk page 116, he has Irikuga.
Yep.
House of the Shining City, a temple of Bau in the sacred quarter of Nyesu. So that fits pretty well, except for the Cheu. So it's almost like the Cheu is added into the phrase.
I shall take it that APSD for once is not complete, and Hedu might actually be employable as an adjective.
Yeah, perhaps there's an unwritten A after it, so the ornamented house of the Shining City.
Yep. At least that makes some simple. It makes some sense.
It's a nice temple name, much better than the House of Cottonbind.
So when he built it, Munadu, that's closing the.
When he built it for her,
Yes, for her in there. You're right. Not Munadu.
and the R is the nominalizer
Right.
that ends the relative sentence introduced by U in case 1.
Right.
So what's Kurmagan? Kurmaganta? Maganta?
Magan, from the country of Magan?
What is Kur?
A land,
Land.
mountain.
Right. What is Magan?
Magan, I think it is.
Oh, it says here.
You hit
I think it is a Gulf. It is in the Gulf region, or it is the eastern part of.
Yeah,
It's modern day Oman, I think. So
you wrote it on the PDF, but it also says here in Volk, a region corresponding to modern Oman, the source of precious metal, stone, and wood.
so how you guys like this translation?
Oman
Nice.
or Magan, yeah.
I have a question. At number 4, why did you write he built it for her?
You guys wanna have a shot at explaining it?
Well, the main verb root is do 3, which is to build. Then the na is a dative infix, basically referring back to the goddess Bao before. The mu is just a conjugation prefix. So far you have build for him or her. Then the a at the end is a nominalizer. That basically refers back to the ud at the beginning, which is when. So the day when somebody built, what exactly is not indicated. So the he is not there. It could be said, it could be written Munandu.
But perhaps we should do a normalization to make it clearer.
No, I was more curious as to why it's built and not built.
Oh, with a T, you mean? Yeah, it should be a T. Built.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel sorry, yeah.
But a bunch of non-English speakers here.
I thought it was something about purity of translation.
No, you're right. You're totally right.
It's just me writing bad.
And we didn't catch it either.
No problem. Minor imprecision. So moving on.
Isinitai. I have no idea.
Essie, you have glossed already as diorite, which I guess is a type of rock,
Of stone.
of stone.
That's building material. Lots of Egyptian statues out of it too, I think. All right.
Is there a meaningful or important difference between rock and stone in this context?
No.
Okay. It might be that some of you had an interest in geology and knew of some subtle difference of which I was unaware.
I would
Yeah,
use
no.
stone for like a type of stone, not being a native speaker, like a material basically, versus rock is more the physical.
Yeah.
The physical.
That makes sense.
Nitai.
Nitai. Nitai.
You
So
guys can. Ni can be.
Ni can be a locative prefix, but I mean, that requires us to be in a verb of some kind,
Yes.
and I'm not sure that we are.
We also have.
Oh, the E2 is a verb, isn't it? Or E11.
E11.
Yeah. It is.
So and ni can also be a conjugation prefix, can it? I forget.
It's a oblique marker, third person singular oblique marker.
And the ta is the ablative dimensional prefix.
Right.
And E11 is to bring down, to fetch.
Right.
So that makes sense. He's fetching diorite from the mountains of Oman. Sorry, I missed out on the ni again. So which function does it have here?
Let's treat it as a locative for now.
Okay.
Could also be.
And yeah.
It's either ni or he made.
Okay.
So let's just go for the first one. Let's assume it's a locative. We would be having he
fetched diorite from there.
But what's this Lagadu thing?
Oh,
That's
it's
the spelling of E11.
Oh, okay. I got you.
yes.
Understand.
All right. I don't think we have time for the third image. So let's just finish the translation here.
So towards her statue.
Well, for her statue.
For her statue would be more fitting in English, yes. And the next one should be Muntut with a missing N.
Yes.
And Tut was what again, Rasmus?
You can treat it as to sculpt here.
Okay. So he sculpted
it
into a statue in this case. So into her.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You could even make that into her statue, I guess, because it's presumably the goddess.
I don't think you need the arc, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he fetched the diorite from Oman and he made it into her statue, or he sculpted it into a statue.
Into a statue of her.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Very well. Then we have a translation. How did you guys like the lesson? Do you think it's a nice format?
Yes, very much.
This works. Only addition I'd make, again, maybe we should break it up like, I don't know, Rasmus a sentence, Mustafa a sentence, I a sentence, like, otherwise it becomes a little bit like, who's got it first?
Cool. It's cool, actually. Cool style of lesson and usable for other things. Maybe I don't know. Akkadian, Hittite, Egyptian.
Very good. Then we should also try doing this for maybe Akkadian down the line. I have enough time, and of course Hittite if you feel like teaching it yourself.
Of course.
Yeah, why not?
So guys, it is now 9 p.m. and I think the lesson went pretty well. The format works, and I'll be making a PDF with a complete translation and grammatical notes of what we have covered. Okay.
Makes sense. Awesome. Thanks so much, Gabriele.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for sticking. See you.
Bye.
Yeah.